This is the game Ding Liren playing white against his countryman, the super strong Grandmaster Wang Hao. White has a big attack here, but the queen on d4 is currently hanging, and black has a number of threats in the position, such as an f2 check hanging in the air, as well as the c-pawn that could also one day try to promote. So white has to be very aggressive here with the attack. Now one natural move, rook 1 e5, is extremely tempting, because this threatens rook takes g5 check, which would actually just be a decisive threat. Now this would be winning for white, except black has the very nice defensive move, queen to b6, pinning white's queen to the king and forcing the queens off, going into an endgame where black is actually going to be okay. So how does white win here? Well, Ding found a fantastic combination utilizing the power of the heavy pieces, starting with the move rook takes f7 check. Taking advantage of this pin, which means that black is forced to take the rook with the king. And now the follow-up here is very specific. Queen takes a7 check. Queen grabs a pawn with check, gets the queen to the 7th rank, and now black has to move the king. Now if king g6, then rook e6 is already winning the queen, but even stronger is actually bishop d3 check, where it turns out that black is getting mated very soon. Instead, black's best try is king to f8. Now white has to find another very strong attacking move, rook to e6. Lifting the rook and hitting the queen on f6 and setting up a threat of queen to c5 check, followed by rook to e7. Note that queen c5 check here would not work, as black can just block with queen to d6 and white doesn't have a good follow-up here. So rook e6 is the crusher, and here black simply just doesn't have a great square for the queen. For instance, queen f7 is met with queen c5 check, king g7, and now rook e7 picks up the queen and white gets a winning position. In the game, black tried f2 check, but after king to g2, queen f4, Ding had maiden won with queen to e7. So a fantastic combination from the World Championship candidates, starting with rook takes f7, removing the bishop from the 7th rank, and getting the queen and the second rook involved in the attack, which ended up being decisive.